Welcome to 90 Day Fiancé. I want my podcast.
Tonight.
You have Miguel Perez and
Hello.
Jenna Neymar here,
Hello,
and
guys.
we're reviewing episode 3 of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After.
But before we jump into it, how was your day?
That's good. I'm
What did
glad
you
it's
do?
over. I worked, and I microwaved our dinners.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
What did you make today?
Leftovers from yesterday. Leftover pesto. Did I make us pesto? Yeah, a great vegan pesto with chickpea pasta. It was delicious.
I know it's pretty good.
Yeah. I made yours with tofu and mine with salmon.
Oh, yeah.
We're a choose your own adventure kind of family here.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty good. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it's great. I like to make a big pot on Sunday, and then you can just eat it through the week.
Yeah. All right. Well, good. Just wanted to ask you that because I don't think we talked about anything as soon as I got here because I had to jump in the shower.
How was your day? Okay, yeah, get us into that.
No, it was fine. It just worked. So, been looking forward to doing this podcast. So,
Me too. It's the highlight of my week so far.
I know. And we're going to do one with Beth, who's visiting us from Michigan.
From Michigan?
All the way from Michigan.
Go Blue.
Yep, go Blue.
Yeah, we're happy to have her.
So yeah, let's jump into it. Let's start with how the show opened, which was Larissa's trial. Larissa and Colchi are in hot water right now because he called the cops on her because she was beating him and scratching him, and she claims that she didn't do any of that, but the police report says otherwise.
And Larissa, she's got some feelings about it. She does not trust that he told the truth.
No, she doesn't
Which
trust the Colchi.
brings us to a good point. Is Larissa's situation Colchi's fault? What do you think?
I think. I mean, like, this is different. I think for everybody too, because we all know. Well, not. I think everybody's up to date right now with Larissa and Colchi, especially if you follow them on Instagram. I saw the videos when they first came out.
On her Snapchat, right?
No, it was on her Instagram story.
Oh, okay.
And they look pretty bad, but after a while, after like doing some research and digging up some dirt in the internet, turns out that she basically scratched herself. She was she was throwing a fit. And Colchi didn't know how to handle it, so he did what he thought was best, which was to call the police. And when the police arrived, he explained what happened, and they took her. They took her.
And he didn't press any charges.
He didn't
but
press
the
any
state
charges,
of Nevada did press charges.
Yeah, which I don't even understand how that works.
I don't know. I think
Did she attack one of the cops, do you think?
maybe,
I don't
or
think-
they just think that maybe she's a what's the word? Like a concern for being in their state or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Whatever the case was, I know she was charged with domestic abuse, like we saw in the this episode. Yeah. Okay. So back to what you asked, which was
Is Larissa's situation Colchi's fault?
yes. I think it's not. I think I'm gonna be on Team Colchi this week. I'm gonna say no, it was not his fault. Like I said, I think he handled the situation not the best way, but the best way at the moment.
And probably the best way he could as a person.
He could have, right, because he's not like a very confrontational person.
Yeah.
He's more of like a soft mama's boy.
Hide behind mom.
Right
kinda.
behind Debbie. And I think he did what he thought was right. But of course now regrets it because the consequences for it were pretty bad.
This blew up in their face.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think either of them thought they were going to find themselves in this position.
No, I think he thought he would call the cops to like scare her a little bit, and she would like calm down.
Right.
Kind of like when you tell a kid like I'm gonna count till 3, and then you go 1, 2, and the kid's like, okay, I'll
Yeah.
chill.
Or is this the next level of, I'm going to go get your father?
Yes, it's kind of. I think he meant to do something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and it just it unfolded in a very different way that they were both expecting.
Yeah, I know. It was really threw them for a loop.
Yeah,
And Larissa was thrown in jail.
for 2 days.
Yeah, and my favorite part of how she described her experience was when she said, "Jail is the most sad and cold place in the entire world." Is it? Is it
I would
though?
I
The
would say
entire
so.
world?
Have you been to jail?
I've never been to jail. I mean,
never
I've
been
like
to jail.
been to a police station, but I've never been to jail.
I've been in the back of a cruiser, but that's because I was walking on the highway, and the cop's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm going to work." And he goes, "You can't walk on the highway." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know that." He goes, "Well, I'll give you a ride to the nearest exit." I'm like, "Okay."
Oh, that
And
was
he
really
put me
nice.
in the back of the cruiser, and then he like let me out.
Oh, so you got like a little ride along.
Yeah,
That's nice. Why were you walking on the highway?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I thought you could.
No, you can't.
Well, now I know
They
I
don't even
can't,
let horses on the highway.
which is so unjust. You should
Why?
be riding your horse on the highway.
You should be.
You should be.
Maybe.
Everybody should get a horse and go on the highway.
Maybe. I'm glad you have a nice police story, though. I think like that's what the police should be there for.
I mean, I have a bunch of shitty ones too, but I mean that's
Yeah.
just the one that
That's a good story.
seems
So let's
fits
see.
into this.
One thing I thought was interesting that came out of the interviews of like the early part of this episode with Colchi and Larissa,
Mhm.
Debbie said she was worried about Colt ending up in Brazil with Larissa if this was if what the outcome of Larissa's trial was going to go south.
Debbie thought that he was gonna follow her.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I know. I was kind of shocked because I'd never considered that before, but Debbie did look really concerned.
Would you follow me?
To Mexico?
Yeah.
If
If
you
I got
were
deported?
crazy and had
Yeah.
a domestic violence charge on you?
Yeah.
I don't think so, but
You wouldn't
just
follow me?
you as a like if you were like Larissa for like that reason, I don't know. But then if you were just yourself and like something happened, maybe. I mean, I would say probably.
Baby wouldn't follow me?
Probably.
Wow. I
You
wouldn't
know-
follow you either.
Hey, I don't think we mean that. You know, I've been looking at jobs in Mexico City too,
I know.
so that kind of takes that away.
All right, so should we stick with her or should we like go back to her or what do you want to do?
Yeah, we could jump around.
We
Well,
can
I
jump
don't.
around.
Well, maybe we should stick to her because.
Do you want to like do the whole
yeah,
thing?
let's do the whole thing.
The whole thing. Okay.
Thanks for sticking with us, audience, while we figure this out. Because
Yes.
otherwise, I think we're just going to like forget it. It is a little confusing how they jump around in the episode.
Yes. Well, all right. So I'll say this: she seems very fake
Mm.
lately. She seems like she's putting on much,
Is this
like
Larissa?
more of an act. Yes, Larissa. I'm very happy that Debbie it's supporting her, or and that she's. I mean, she's always been on her side. It's just Larissa's kind of a bitch, and
Yeah, Debbie
she,
was
like-
just trying to get out of the
yeah.
way.
yeah. And she was. I mean, and she's being nice the whole time.
Mhm.
Another thing, Larissa wants to bang her lawyer,
Oh yeah,
which
she's
is.
goo goo over lawyer
Yeah.
Adam.
I mean, he's a good-looking
Adam
guy.
Esquire.
He's a good-looking guy.
Yeah,
He's
got that fun
the
pink
best
shirt,
attorney in all of Nevada,
and he's handsome.
and he's handsome, and she smiles, and like her smile reminds me of Donkey from Shrek.
Yes,
Like
yeah,
it's too much gum.
It's very horse-like.
Yeah, it's
Very
so
horse-like.
weird.
But yeah, we don't see her smile very often. But at Adam,
Not like that.
She drools over him.
Not like that.
Yeah, that's
She's
a true smile. Would you
A true
say?
smile, yes.
Yeah,
true
she's
smile.
like a different person.
Yeah. Well, now she's free like a bird, like she said,
That's
and
right.
you know, if the state doesn't decide to field,
Refill.
reveal.
That's
the,
another
case.
Larissa-ism.
Yeah, I know she means files,
Yeah.
but fields. Yeah, she won't have to go to jail if they don't, revisit it and decide to open it. Because if they do, then she has to go.
That was something like
Which
were
right now it's
what?
still like it's still like they
still
they
going.
could just
Yeah,
be like,
it's within the year.
let's open it.
Mhm.
Let's just send it. We had
That's
enough of
why
her
I think that
Instagram stories.
yeah, when her when last episode when we were taking bets on like how people were going, like if people were going to stay together or not, and then we took a bet on whether Larissa was going to be deported or not.
Yeah.
It's still in play.
She could still have.
She
Yeah,
could
she could
still
still
go.
get deported.
I know. We didn't even know the outcome of the trial at that point.
Yeah.
But it was dismissed. If we didn't say that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Fully
dismissed. They showed us in this episode, but we kind of knew already.
Yeah.
But at least she's out. She's free like a bird, and
Mm-hmm.
she wants to keep trying it. She wants to keep trying it with Colchi.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, Colchi is her husband.
Right.
So they're gonna
They
keep
wanna work
trying.
on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love Debbie in this whole situation. By the way, I want to go back to
know.
Debbie. I like her. She's very supportive of everything that she. Even though like Larissa's been like such a bitch to her, like I said before, I'm still thinking like Debbie's like just such a cool lady.
She's a rock.
Yes, she is. She really is. She's one of my favorite moms on that show. It's her relationship with Coach is a little weird, but
It's weird. Yeah.
yeah, but
despite that, like
yeah.
as a person, she's a solid lady.
yeah, I like Debbie.
Too.
And another thing we saw,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you have this in your notes, but Colchi finally came through with her flowers.
I know. I was shocked.
I'm
That
sure
was a
he
big thing for
stopped at
him.
like a mobile and
Yeah.
like Cumberland Farms, and then just got it. And
Yeah.
there's like flowers.
I don't even know if roses come in that color.
That's
you
what
know?
I'm saying. They're like gas station flowers.
Yeah.
I've gotten you some gas station flowers before.
Thank you. I love any flower.
On my way from like a show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I was
Thoughtful.
coming home from a show, I believe in Rhode Island,
Mm-hmm.
and I got you some flowers because I looked at them and I thought of you. So thought of you in the gas station.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, she finally got
Yeah.
that. Good for her. You know when they pop the champagne, you know what I was thinking?
what?
I was thinking, wow, these garbage people are celebrating that they survived a mess of their own making.
Yeah.
Like they didn't survive like a tsunami or like losing their home or a death or anything. They survived this like horrible like event that they manufactured in their lives that they did not need to.
Yeah. They're
And,
idiots.
Yeah. What's to celebrate, you know? Celebrating being idiots.
He also gave a speech.
Yeah, an apology speech.
He gave like he gave an apology speech,
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't seem to be like heartfelt.
Right.
I didn't feel it. I didn't feel anything.
Well, he's a robot.
Yes, most of these people are like that too.
Yeah, even Larissa's a little bit robotic. Like before before she got let off. Kind of robotic. But maybe it's like a TV kind of thing. Like they're not used to being on film.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Damn it, Golgi.
Yeah.
I also noticed he doesn't know how to put on a belt.
Yeah, you did. You picked that out right away.
The loop in the back of his pants was like, the belt wasn't going through it,
Yeah.
which meant made the belt just kind of like
Flap
look like somebody was like just like put him on a hook, on like the wall or something like that. He's
Yeah.
ground or something. But yeah, that's it. And and then what did Colchi say when they opened the champagne?
I don't know.
He's like, "Do you want to drink some champagne?"
Oh yeah, he said it like he phonetically.
Yeah,
Like you say champagne. He said champagne.
champagne.
It was something like that, and it just reminded me. Like Larissa must be rubbing off on him,
Yeah.
on her like individual way of speaking.
Now another thing I noticed before, like just final touches on this, on my notes on this, it's when she kisses him at the end when they make up and they're like happy with each other. She kisses him with her eyes open,
Oh, that's
which is the worst kind of
creepy.
kiss.
You know what I wrote in my notes? Weird kiss, but I didn't really know why. You noticed it.
Yeah, the eyes.
The
You
eyes,
can't
that
kiss
is
anybody with the eyes open. You always have to close your eyes, especially when you're like kissing,
And you're
you
so
know,
up
your spouse or
close.
something. Yeah, you just kiss,
Yeah.
but
I don't
eyes
want to
closed.
see you.
I want
wanna
to see
kiss
you,
you.
but like not when I kiss you.
Right, just when I sleep.
I want to like close my eyes and just go.
Yeah, feel it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see it. Anyways, that's what I thought. It was a little weird,
That's
but
creepy. What do you think it
Yeah.
means when people kiss with their eyes open?
it means that they're not into the relationship. I think I read it
Oh.
somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I read it
You looked
somewhere
at
that. Yeah, I looked it up. I don't remember what it said, but it was just basically like, you're weird if you do it.
Yeah. Agreed.
Something like that. I don't remember.
Agreed.
Also, before we move on, gosh,
Mhm.
I keep forgetting. I'm tired.
Yeah.
We apologize for the sound last week and the week before
Aw.
because we did it from my iPhone and we tried to do it from my computer and it just didn't work. So now we have to get a new record machine to record and try out the levels and everything. So we did a couple of test runs and now everything's working out fine. I feel like that's something we should have said at the beginning,
Mhm.
but I just completely forgot.
Thanks for your patience with us, audience.
I
we
know,
care
we're-
about your ears, and we care about the quality of the show.
We do.
And we care about you guys in general.
It's going to keep getting better from here on out.
Oh, yeah. We've
It
got
will.
some big things planned.
We got some big things planned out for this. We're
Yeah.
going to stick to this, like, no matter what.
Yeah,
Like,
of
it's going to
course.
get to the point that, like, a bunch of episodes later, we're going to look back and go, oh, my God, that was so awful. I can't believe we...
Yeah,
did
but that's
that.
the best feeling because you have improved at something.
Yeah. It's like stand-up comedy. It's like, the more you do it, the better you get.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you listen to one of your recordings from, like, way back, you're like, Jesus Christ, why did they let me on stage?
Yeah.
So I'm 100% sure we'll have that moment, like 50 or 100 episodes in.
Can't wait. I'll probably still be in my bathrobe like I am now.
No,
That's
you'll
my goal.
probably be dressed better.
Maybe. All right, who do you want to talk about next?
Oh, who do I want to talk about? I want to talk about... Let's get the boring couple out of the way.
Okay.
Let's talk about Elizabeth and
Yeah.
Andre.
I do still think that they're boring, but I think they gave us a lot more this episode.
Yeah, I think
Especially
so too.
with the dad in there. The dad is such a big personality. He's nuts.
He
but-
is.
The episodes... Sorry, what were you going to say? That sounds important.
Did you know that he was paying like child support
What?
on like another family and he was like arrested for it?
The dad?
Yeah, the dad.
That big dad?
The big dad. I
What?
think he has a wife or something like that. I read somewhere
He's
on
got a
Facebook.
separate family?
I think so.
Whoa.
I think I might be making
The
that up. I
gossip
better,
is just as fun.
yeah,
Oh, you're
think I
gonna
should. Yeah, I'm
check
gonna
it?
double check because
Okay.
I don't want people to be like, "No, he doesn't. You piece of garbage."
Well,
and-
if you guys find that, you can correct us. We can talk about it.
oh, I can definitely find it, but yeah. All right, so let's
Yeah.
just move. Oh, by the way, the brother,
Mm-hmm.
the sister, the brother again, and the dad. They all they drove around Florida with a suspended license, something like that, or canceled,
Oh.
revoked, and
They've got a pass.
and they got pulled over and they got sent to, they did a couple. They did some time.
They were like Larissa. And
So they probably
spending time in jail.
sympathize with Larissa because
I bet. So I guess Andre has that going for himself. He's just got his trucking license. And
Did he?
he's going to be able
I don't
to
think he
drive.
did.
Oh, maybe not
I
the
don't think he
license,
did.
but he's like he did the test.
yes.
And he did classes, which they sunk money into, so he can get into a career in trucking, which is kind of interesting because right now I've been seeing trucking advertising because no one wants to go into trucking anymore. So they're saying we'll like obviously pay you really well, and then on top of that we'll give you like a $50,000 signing bonus. So I
Yes.
totally get why he's going after that. Oh my gosh, I'm looking
You
at
think
that
that's the same
mugshot
guy?
now. Yeah. Oh yeah, same guy. Not the same guy. So we're looking at pictures of 90 Day Fiancé dads.
All right. Yeah. Well, I mean,
And-
don't tell him. But
Okay. Well, I just want to react to what we were looking
Oh,
at
okay.
because they can't hear. So we just wanted to find. I think we found a mugshot of Libby's dad, and it was bleak. It was really bleak.
Okay, so he was facing a contempt of court. Is that his name, Chuck?
I don't know.
Ugh. I hope it's not the same guy.
Could be a Chuck.
Over a purge amount of $17,564, which is the amount the court demanded he pay in a lump sum for missed child support payments.
Oh.
So yeah, he got arrested for that.
Hmm.
So yeah, the dad. Yes, you're right. They did bring us a lot of content this week.
Yeah.
And they definitely stepped it up and proved that they're not that boring. Who do you think was the most boring couple this week?
This is Nicole. Nicole bored me this week.
Really?
Yeah.
I think
It was just the same bullshit.
I mean, I call them Dumb and Dumber.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're
That's
just
a good name for them.
they're just so dumb, both
Yeah.
of them. But I don't even know why they see in each other. It's just dude, even your even your little brother, your little 12, your daughter is like, no, I don't want this. This is dumb.
Yeah. She thinks it's dumb. But I don't want to get away from Andre and Libby.
Oh, right.
I think we
Let's
should
go
do
back
them
to it.
justice. So their portion of the episode starts out with Libby talking to her dad, and her dad is basically like, I give you all this stuff for free. Like, he doesn't even give her a chance for pleasantries in the conversation. He just jumps right into it, like talking to himself almost.
Yeah.
And he's all like, why am I upset with you? And he like lists all these reasons. Like, he does give them the free house. All he expects, that he says he expects, is for them to cut the grass, which they haven't been doing. The grass is super high. And to treat the place as if it was their own. So
that's
fine.
Fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
It sounds reasonable, but I think there is more to the dad than what he's saying. Like, he wants to be like showered with gratitude. That's the dad.
I don't think so.
No, you don't.
No. I think he just wants a thank you.
Just a thank you?
Yeah,
not like a lot of thank yous?
I don't think he wants everybody to, like, bend over backwards and, put on a show and a parade for him, just saying thank you. But I definitely think that he wants them to be like, hey, can you guys just, like, say thank you? Like, low-key, just, like, say thank you.
Yeah.
Because you haven't said thank you yet. Which they really haven't.
It doesn't seem like it. We haven't seen that.
No, they haven't really. They pretty much, like, they're
defensive.
acting like they're paying for everything.
Right.
And then the dad's like, well, you're not. I'm paying for everything. And they're like, whoa, Dad, why are you throwing it on my face? It's like, he's like, no, I'm not doing that. I just, the fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they got off to a really bad start all around. They shouldn't be so reliant on him.
Yeah.
But they've got this baby on the way, and Andre can't really work, even though he has the best of intentions, it seems.
Yeah, I think he wants to do the trucking thing, but it's really like, dude, it's not going to work out, I don't think.
I don't think it's for him.
But also, even if it's not going to work out, you got to keep trying, because you do have a baby on the way, and you
have to work.
Yeah, you're going to have to work.
We work to live here,
And you can't blow up the chance to live somewhere for free, especially when you're about to have a baby.
Yeah, that's a gift. It really is.
And then the dad is like, just say thank you. And it's like, what? You're using that against me?
Right, to split us.
I was like, no, dude, chill. Chill, fam.
Right.
It's OG.
Exactly.
It's OG, fam.
Why doesn't he just say that to Chuck?
Yeah.
Like,
if your dad was, like, if me and you were to have a baby and you were pregnant right now, and your dad's like, all right, you guys can just, like, stay here in my house for free. I'd be like, really? Like, yeah, we'll just save up some money and then, we'll move out. Thank you.
Move on. There'll be a plan.
In the meantime, my way to show gratitude towards them would be to cut the grass and keep the house, maintain it, and even maybe add something to it.
Right.
As a way to say, go the extra mile to say, hey, really, this means a lot to us because, we're in a bad situation or whatever the case. Like, thank you.
Right.
Like, I don't have to go out of my way to be like, thank you, blah, and, like, make a big deal out of it. But if I can, do something to show my gratitude for what they're doing for us, I would. And I think Andrew should, too.
That sounds really nice. You're a nice boy.
It's not about being nice. It's just, like, standard human behavior. Like, I don't know. It just something besides that doesn't make sense to me. It just seems like the human thing to do. If somebody's helping you, you thank them.
And why do you think Andre lacks that?
Because he's from Moldova or something.
Can't blame that.
I don't know. He's an idiot too.
Yeah, he's very macho. And let's see. Yeah, he's extremely intense and dramatic. Like, remember when Libby came home after the fight with her dad, and then she and Andre sat down in the their free living room.
Yeah.
And Libby started talking about how the argument went, and she really just talked about the high points that were against her, and that really like charged Andre up. And I thought, like,
can we analyze that whole
sure.
interview?
Yeah.
But go ahead, finish your point. But I want to analyze.
Well, here's a piece of analysis. Like, I was like, wow, Libby really knows how to like manipulate him, or not manipulate him, but like she really knows how to like push his buttons to like get him going.
Yes, because all Andre heard was, oh, he is doing what you said, and he was like, what? Yeah, I told you so. But no, that whole thing with the dad, she showed up like she was like, ugh, I have to do this. Why are you bothering me, Dad? Dad's like, well, I mean, fucking show me some gratitude, bitch.
Well, no, I thought the dad came in pretty hot. Like, literally, they sat down. Like, Libby showed up a little bit late after him, and the dad was like, what did I forget exactly how he said it, but it was basically like,
we have it.
We do.
We can listen to it.
Do you want to load that up?
I want to listen. Yes, of course. This is very important.
Yeah, here's the tiebreaker.
Okay.
Let's hear the truth.
Let's hear this, and then you tell me, like, after his first sentence and like their first interaction, you let me know. What do you think, okay?
Is this the first sentence, though? I think it
this
might
is
be a
it.
little bit later.
This is it.
Okay.
I was really shocked when Elizabeth told me she was pregnant. You could have knocked me over with a feather. Just because you came over here, got married, and then knocked up my daughter without any plan in place to support her. I just think that's irresponsible.
So that was not the one that I was thinking of, but it does bring up a really good point. The dad endlessly uses cliches, which is what your mom said.
Yes.
Kelly Perez.
Yes.
She said that, and it made me laugh so much because every single sentence from this guy includes a cliche. B, when he was saying that Andre came over here and like knocked his daughter up, I swear to God, I thought he was going to say, without even asking me.
Yeah, he seemed like he was going that way, but no, the way he said it too was just he made it seem like that was like Andre's like intentions. Mm-hmm. Like he was just like, I'm going over, and then first I'm gonna come to the United States. 2, I'm gonna knock her up, and then 3, I'm just not gonna have a plan, and like that's my plan.
Right. That's what he intended.
That's what he intended.
When we learned that Andre came over with a lot of money, but then he spent it all in 3 months because it's more
right, because this girl is super high end.
Yes. Yeah, and she's competing with her sisters and, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
So, she even said in this fight, like $150, we spend $150 on groceries. And I was like, oh my gosh, because like I'm high end, we spend half of that.
And it's Whole Foods.
Mm-hmm. That's right. I'm a very clever shopper.
Yeah. We're just bragging about we go to Whole Foods.
There aren't many options around here.
Yeah, it's either Whole Foods or the local store where everything's like twice as expensive. Mm-hmm. Because you gotta support a local business or some trash like that. So you want to hear what she says next? What she says back to her dad?
Bring it up.
Okay.
You bring him over here on a K-1 visa, and you know it's going to be 6 months, 8 months, or a year for him to be able to work. Okay? So how are you going to support yourself? I knew it was going to come back to me.
Okay, so who's this about today? Is it about you or it's about us?
I do love that question.
Well, it's about you. You want to know why I'm upset? I'm telling you why I'm upset.
So it's about him.
It is about him.
Mm-hmm.
He just made it clear that it was about him.
Put that question in your back pocket to whenever you are talking to someone who is just like single-minded about themselves. I think it is such a good diffusion kind of question to like diffuse the situation.
Is it about me?
Yeah,
or is it about us?
Us. Yeah, look at that.
No, it's about you or about us?
Us, I know.
Is that what he said?
No, she said, is this about you or is this about us?
Oh, okay. So
yeah, because she wants to know if there's their conversation, is it coming from a place, at least this is how I'm interpreting it,
No,
is it
that
coming
is
from a
exactly.
place of you, or is it coming from a place of us, which is
Right,
like
right.
such a much more powerful conversation
Right, which
if
I
it was
honestly don't
us.
think like that's something that came out of her, but
Hmm.
she probably heard that somewhere, like a movie, and she's like, I'm gonna use it because I don't think she's like that smart.
Or she's in therapy,
That too.
and that's a coping mechanism that someone guided her
That is
towards.
true too.
Because I mean, I would be glad between her father and Andre, who they're both like very dominant men. Like it's kind of amazing. I mean, I guess it makes sense that she would like choose a very dominant husband
Right,
because
because
it's
the
a
father.
reflection.
Yes.
Yeah, but you would think that would put you totally the other way.
But not her.
Not her. She's just mirroring her childhood.
Yeah. Good. You gotta marry your childhood, I guess.
Hmm.
Do you have any predictions to how this particular relationship will end?
Oh my god. I mean,
We already made our predictions, but like,
Yeah.
what do you think? What do you think is gonna happen?
I think they're just going to end up staying in the house, and then the dad's going to be mad about it for a little while, and then the baby is going to come along, and he's going to be so happy, and then the baby's going to grow up till about like 1.5, and then the dad's going to be mad about it again.
You wanna know what I think?
What?
Miscarriage.
Shit. From the stress?
From the stress, from her going back and forth with like her dad being in the middle of everything.
Uh-huh.
She's gonna get so stressed, and it's early too.
True. I mean, I don't want to wish that on anyone.
I'm not wishing it.
Like,
I'm just like, that's my
it's
guess.
your guess. Okay. Should we like, I don't know, like say a prayer for her or something after we
Yeah,
put that
I
in the
don't follow it on
universe?
Instagram, so
Yeah.
I don't know if she actually had the baby or not.
Right. It would probably
So-
be around now.
Yeah, maybe we should stop following people on Instagram so I don't get like spoilers on this.
Oh yeah, maybe.
That's
well,
true.
it's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
don't know.
anyways,
But
I
yeah,
don't follow
I
her on
could see
Instagram,
that.
so
Very stressed.
I don't know if she actually had the kid or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
Let us know if you guys know.
Yeah, let us definitely let us know. I want to know. But
we will eat our words.
Yes, I mean I hope it doesn't, but it just the whole situation of how she's in the middle of it and her dad's telling her one thing and she's trying to like she comes off as Andre to her dad,
Mm-hmm.
and then she comes home to Andre and she comes off as her dad to Andre. It's a weird situation. It's a weird thing that is happening, and it's just she's absorbing both ends of the stress, and that's obviously not good for when you're pregnant. So
That is such a good analysis of her position in this whole situation. And yeah, it's too stressful for someone in her position.
exactly. So that's
feel
how I
bad
think
for-
that's
go-
gonna
my
end.
heart goes out to her. It really does.
Yeah.
I would not trade places with her.
No, absolutely not.
No.
Did not want to live in Florida.
No,
Is that what you mean?
basically, yeah.
Fuck Florida. Fuck you,
No.
Florida.
Speaking of Florida, would you rather live her life in Florida or Nicole's life in Florida?
Oh my God, I would rather fill up a glass with
Where's this gonna go?
Drano and my own piss, and then drink it, and then die because I would never live in Florida.
Okay.
And
Not even like Miami?
not even not
Okay.
I no, absolutely never.
All right. Fair
Absolutely not. Yeah, neither one of their lives seem. Oh no.
No.
But if I really, really had to choose, I will pick Elizabeth because at least she has money and a free house and an Andre.
enough. Yeah. All she needs is a lawnmower at this point.
Yes, that's it.
And then her life would be perfect.
Yes, Nicole doesn't even have a resume.
True.
This Momo shows up at this like what do they call them? The agency
Yeah, it's like
The
a
employment
staffing
agency, yeah.
agency
and
for temporary work.
yeah, it's just
in
like a temp
offices.
office, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, do you like what do you want to do? And she's like, well, I don't know. They're like, well, do you like have a resume? She's like, oh,
No.
like right there, like when she did that, I like in my head, I imagine a Windows like error sign, like when you click on it and it goes error, it goes boom. like that. Like I just like that look in her face, just like what? I didn't know I was supposed to bring that.
She doesn't even get the same panic that like other people share of not being prepared. Like, you know, when you don't show, like you're in class,
Yes.
and you don't have your homework, and the teacher's like, "Where's your homework?"
Yeah.
And then you get like panic stricken and your face goes red and you're like hot all over. Like, we didn't even see her experience any of that.
No,
that's like
no.
a universal thing.
She just didn't know.
Yeah, she was just like bumbling through it.
She is so dumb. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I hate that girl. I really do.
Do you want to talk about her
And how stupid she
segment?
is.
Yeah.
Oh my
Do you want? Is that a good segue for you?
Yeah.
So it's May's birthday.
It's May's birthday.
Yeah, and they go to mini golf, and May has a pretty good time.
I love May.
May's the best. May is a leading character. in this
I
season.
haven't met anybody online that says fuck May. Like everybody loves May, and
Everyone loves
everybody
May.
feels bad that the poor thing has to deal with such moron of a mother.
Yeah, it's a
Oh
disaster.
my god! Like
I don't know how her mother, like I forget what her name is, but you know, Nicole's mother.
yes,
I don't know how she doesn't have custody of May. I don't get that for 1 minute of time.
I honestly I don't know how that's not a thing. Like she should.
I know.
Like they should just show them like the first episode.
Right.
Like the first 5 minutes of her episode in child services should be like, yeah, no, we're gonna give that to your mom because you're a child yourself.
And you're an idiot. Most
Remember when they were having the
importantly.
party
What?
and
Which
they
one?
all the family, well, the May's party at the end,
Oh, recently.
where she throws something at her mom like a
Oh my
child
God,
that's throwing
yeah.
a fit,
Yeah.
and I was
In
like,
response to like what her mom didn't, she said something that she didn't like or something.
her mom was just basically saying, "Hey, you're an idiot because this shouldn't be a thing. You're
Yeah.
you're an adult." And she's like, "Mwah!" And she throws something at it.
Whoa. I know. This
That-
is like involuntary. Like to her, I think it's like an involuntary reaction to not liking something. But like people get over that stuff as they mature.
Yeah, obviously, but she's just so dumb.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
Overall, though, I think like May doesn't fit into that family. Like
No,
in
not at
general.
all.
Like I think May, it's like she's going to wake up one day when she's like a teenager or something and be
And
like,
she's gonna watch
"Did
this
you
show and
steal
go,
me?
Yeah.
Like, did you steal me from a Walmart?"
She's gonna look at this show and go, "Why are you the way you are, Mom? Why are you a person?"
Yeah, it's
How
gonna be a
old are
tough
you, Mom?
conversation.
Like, I feel like she's gonna take care of her.
Probably.
May is gonna take care of Nicole.
Yeah, which would be the smartest thing that Nicole could
The
do for
the
herself.
smartest thing right now would be for May to get custody of Nicole. So May can be like, "No, you're dumb. Stop being dumb.
Right.
Be a mom."
Like when Nicole was like, "Do you want to call Daddy?" And May was like, "No." She wanted to shop for vegetables because she's
Yeah.
a healthy person.
Right. She's a vegan now or some weird
No,
crap.
May.
Oh, May, yes.
Yeah, May
I'm
was
sorry.
into the vegetables. And I have to say, so yeah, Nicole is like a fake vegan or whatever. No, she had hot dogs in her cart. But Nicole is trying to get healthy for her Granada trip with Ozan. Kind of like, you know, one of those, like, she's one of those girls now who, like, wants to look good for her beach vacation.
Right.
Like, who is she? Also, it kind of killed me when May was so excited about the vegetables. Like, it's so cool to see kids, like, genuinely excited about healthy food because you don't get to see that very often. And then Nicole kind of, like, shames her for, like, wanting to have more vegetables. She's like,
let's
no
get
more.
some hot dogs. It's like, oh my God, who is a child in this relationship?
Yeah.
Sometimes I do feel like that. I feel like May is just like in a play date with a dumber child. I can't stop shaming her. She deserves to be shamed. She's one of those people that you should just shame into being like, oh, okay, like shaming them into sense.
Yeah. Or otherwise known as, like, constructive feedback. I think shame can
Is
also
that
be
what it
called
is?
constructive feedback in some circles.
Okay.
But you know what? I think a lot of Nicole's issues can be explained by her dad's beard, which we saw full frontal in this episode. It was more pronounced, more prominent than ever before.
Right.
It just stuck down from his chin like a sack of balls.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
by that, I mean ball sack.
Babe.
Sorry.
But yeah, no, I mean, I'm with the dad too. I mean, the dad has, he does have that
You're with the
horrible
beard.
beard, but he does have some sort of like sense in him to be
Yeah.
like, you don't want to marry him, right? And she's like, Dad, I want to be happy.
What about
And
that
that's like,
conversation, though? Let's
yeah,
analyze
but
that.
come on, right? You're not dumb. And she's like, or whatever Nicole faces she makes. She looks like Winnie the Pooh.
She does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. Like, no shape to her face, just like
Right.
blobs.
Or like one of those like Buddha,
Oh, yeah, Buddha.
the
Buddha belly?
dolls.
What?
You know the ones that with the big belly, you rub them.
Yeah, Buddha belly. Or Buddha
belly.
doll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say that conversation irked me quite a bit because it was like coy. It was kind of flirtatious, kind of dad-daughter sitcom style conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, Dad, laugh track. And then, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about, though?
Yes. Again, she's one of. I don't know how to
It was
describe
bizarre.
her. Just
Like, she was, like, trying to
stupid.
sweeten him up
That's
or
the only
something.
one.
Yeah, I guess.
I think that she's like stuck as a 9-year-old or something like that.
Maybe. Arrested Development.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And their parents, like her parents, still treat her the same way.
Probably. Yeah.
Who throws something at their parents?
I know. Bad dynamics.
That is so stupid. She is so dumb. Poor May. I feel bad
I
for her.
know. Poor May.
We will adopt May.
Yeah, we'll take May.
We'll take May.
We'll have a great time.
Yeah.
We'll
we
put
have
her
a
in
couch.
school.
Yeah, she can go to school. School's nearby.
Mm-hmm.
And
Eat all the vegetables she wants.
Yeah. We have a couch. She can stay
Yeah.
in the couch. She can crash here.
Something important to note,
What?
if May lived with us, we would know when her birthday is. Her own daddy didn't know it was her birthday. Remember when...
Daddy, the real daddy in Texas?
No,
or
we don't know about him.
Azan?
Azan, who she calls daddy by force.
Oh,
Remember when Nicole called him in the grocery store? When she was like, I got an avocado and bananas and a pepper and hot dogs. Then she said, I was just with my family because it's May's birthday.
yeah.
And then he goes, oh, May, happy birthday. If I were Azan, I would have known it was May's birthday yesterday.
Yeah.
And I would have sent a gift. And I would have had like a little chat with
Well,
her.
he probably still paying his aunt for the wedding.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Wafa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wafa.
Yeah.
Auntie Wafa.
No extra money for May's birthday.
No, nothing.
Yeah, I just think that doesn't make sense.
Ugh, please, let's move on. I can't.
Okay. All
I
right.
can't. I want to talk more about her, but it's just negative.
Okay. Dealer's choice. Who do you want to talk about next?
Let's go with Pepe and Chantal, or Chantal, like his
The family Chantal.
dumb sister. Pedro's dumb sister says
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Chantal.
Uh-huh.
You know her name's Chantal, but whatever. So yeah, Pedro and Chantal.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got on them?
So,
Pedro's sneaky, and he's
Sneaky
here
guy.
because he wants a green card because he wants to have a business in the Dominican Republic,
right.
which is absolutely stupid. Because why don't you just stay in the Dominican Republic and have a business in the Dominican Republic?
That would make sense. He probably, I don't know how their tax structure is, but I'm sure you could get
Like,
away much easily
Who
without
told
paying
him
taxes.
that he can just come here, become a citizen, and then go back to the Dominican Republic and have a business?
I feel like he was not this sophisticated when we met him so many moons ago, so many seasons ago. I don't know.
He's been here for 3 years and he doesn't
Yeah.
have a job.
Mm-hmm. No, I think he has a job.
He does?
I think he works in shipping or packing,
All right,
something like that. Like a
we'll look that up.
warehouse.
We'll look that up.
We'll look it up. We'll get it right. So,
I'm watching you, Pepe.
yeah.
I'm not afraid of him anymore.
Oh, why aren't you afraid of him?
I'm not. I used to think this dude was like 7 feet tall. And then they showed him in one of the scenes. He goes to like a local park and sits on a bench and his feet are just dangling in the air.
Only you would notice that.
And I was like, he's got to be like 5 feet tall.
Were you afraid of him in the beginning?
He looks a little like he looks mean a little
Yeah,
bit. Like
he
he's
does
he's
He
not
looks
buff,
like he
but he's
defends
cut.
himself. Well, we know
And
he
he-
defends himself in
Oh, right,
people's
right, yeah.
kitchens.
So,
I
but like,
get
so
it.
you know, like he looks like he's a big guy.
I didn't get that sense at all.
And then I saw him with he's like dangling his feet like a toddler. And I'm like, this guy's not scary.
Yeah, so
Come
now
on,
you can
River.
talk more shit about him.
You could have taken him.
River could have totally taken him. River towers over him.
Yeah. Which makes me think Rivers maybe like 5'3".
Maybe.
This is like, I'm not scared of these people anymore. TV makes him seem taller. But
Are
I'm like,
you scared of Shocky, the newest family member?
Shock? Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. I mean, that
Shocky.
explains why they felt the
He
need to
looked-
get an assistive
Did you
device.
see that taser?
Too. Yeah.
Okay, that taser in my hand
Mm-hmm.
looks like a remote control. Like a Roku control.
Yeah. Yeah, little one.
But like in Chantel's mom's hands,
It looked big.
yeah, it looked like a microphone.
Are these people the next... What was the show called? Where they were all small people? Little people?
Little people?
Little People, Big World.
Maybe.
Are they the next Little People, Big World?
One thing's for sure, I'm not
TLC.
afraid of them anymore.
Okay, good.
I'm
I'm
not
glad
afraid
you're
of
not
them.
afraid.
I'll take you on any time.
Is that what kept you up
Pepe.
at night? Last night when you couldn't sleep?
Yeah,
Were you afraid of him?
I was afraid of Pepe.
Yeah. So one thing that we should talk about, Pedro is going back to the DR by himself for a vacation. There's been a lot of allegations, a lot of suggestions on why he's going by himself. Shall we list some of them?
Please.
He's going to start a plantain business by himself.
And that'd be fine.
He's going to go visit his other family.
And that wouldn't be fine.
He's going to get away from Chantel. And
Yeah.
he's going to F off.
Oh yeah, that was
That was
That
bad.
was weird.
That was bad.
See, this is what I keep saying. This is my solution for them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Pedro, get some of that money that Chantel's giving you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't send it to the DR. Keep it. Invest it in a Rosetta Stone and learn how to speak
Just
goddamn
one
English.
copy.
Just
Learn
one.
how to express yourself.
No, he can express himself, but he just needs to learn English so he can express himself.
Yeah.
Because the way he's doing it right now, it's like it
Not
comes
effective.
off as just bad altogether.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if we were here and I was like, Jenna, I need to fuck off.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? No, that's not what you say. I'm like, yeah, I just want to disappear. Like, no. He's like, yeah, it's an expression. You'd be like, no,
No.
that's not an expression. That just means you want to go on vacation or, like, don't say you want to F off.
I know.
So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude,
He causes his own problems.
as soon as he learns how to speak English, proper English, and she learns how to speak a little bit of Spanish,
And chill out.
that relationship will be perfect, I think.
Right. They're
They will
not
underst-
complicated people.
They will understand
like,
each
they're
other.
equal intelligence, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're both, whatever.
Yeah.
They will understand each other. They will be able to translate properly for their families,
Mm-hmm.
so they don't have to hate each other. And there will be no more confusion, and everybody will be fine. And who knows? Maybe River will record a reggaeton track with Pedro.
Oh my gosh. I would love to live to see the day.
Oh, yeah.
I will buy that on iTunes.
No.
Why?
Okay. But I'm just saying, that's it. That's it. That's
I know.
literally the only solution for their marriage. That's what's going to fix everything.
Yeah,
Him learning English and she learning Spanish.
right.
So they can communicate 100% accurately.
I wish. I really wish. And, I feel like people are trying to help them out. Like, in this episode, they went on a double date with two people who are in their exact same situation, but are just
Yeah.
a little bit more advanced in their lives. They went out with one of Chantel's friends. Chantel. Friends who, it's another woman, and her husband's from the DR, and they've
Mhm.
been married for longer, and they have 3 kids and a house and things that Chantel wants. And it made me think, would we want to go on a date with them?
With who?
Chantel and Pedro.
Yeah, we would.
Why?
Just so we can make fun of them.
But the date was a disaster. But yeah, we wouldn't want to make fun of them. And we would be polite during the meeting, but then we would laugh about it in the car, and it would be our greatest delight. That's why I see it going.
I would throw more fuel into the fire.
Oh.
I'd be like, what?
there
Did
was
you hear
already
that,
so much
Chantel? Did you hear
fire
what he
there.
said?
Yeah, she like picked a fight with him.
I know she did.
And she tried to get her friend into it.
Yeah.
It was rough.
That was cringy.
And it made
me
it
cringe.
made Pedro seem so much worse in comparison to the other husband, because he's like a nice normal guy, and like but he related to Pedro quite a bit. Like he went to the DR by himself for a couple of trips, and then what happened? But like he was just like a normal person.
Yeah,
and he didn't have ill will. Or
He seemed like he was like settled in, and he kind of like faced his destiny as just being this white lady's husband.
right. I'm sure they love each other.
I'm sure, but I'm just saying, like, he
Have
pretty
3
much
kids.
like, just said, you know what? Yeah,
this is it.
this is my life
and this
now.
is how you do it.
Yeah.
Like he basically explained it to him. I forget what he said, but he was like, this is how you do it with the families and blah 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 blah. Like we had issues like you have with your families, but we just sat down and blah 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 blah.
But Pepe didn't want to listen.
He did
just
not
wanted to
want
go
to listen.
talk
He
to
is
his
not
sister at the
invested.
park,
I know, it's weird.
which is like a weird relationship that he has with his sister.
It's
like
odd.
it's almost like Colchi with Debbie.
Yeah,
Like,
I
are
agree.
you guys like banging or something? Like, why are you so
Game
excited?
of Thrones
yeah.
style.
Yeah, but I don't get them.
Yeah, and the date was so bad that the people ended up leaving before all the food was finished, and they were like, "Oh, we have to go relieve our babysitter." Best excuse. I really wish we had that excuse for some of the awkward things we get into.
We totally could if we adopted May.
There we go. Another good reason for May.
Yeah.
May, find us
Find us.
at Jen and Imar
Get
on
at us
Instagram.
on Instagram or Facebook. We'll adopt you. We'll come rescue you. We'll come down to that dumpster of a state and rescue you. No offense to anybody that lives in Florida.
Yeah.
Sorry
like to
about that,
visit.
by the way.
It's a nice place to visit.
I love to not visit it.
Oh, you haven't been.
I don't think I want to. I
You'd
think
like
I've
it.
never been for a reason.
Maybe.
And that reason is I don't want to go.
It's not that bad.
All right. Now, here it is. The most boring couple.
Wait, no,
This
we have to
oh.
talk about the lawyer thing too. That was like the most fun part
Oh,
of their segment.
right.
So they went to go see a lawyer, an immigration lawyer, because Pedro's like initial green card or step 1 green card
the
is
K1, yeah.
is going to expire, within the next 6 months. And he wanted to meet with the lawyer, with Chantel, and ask some questions in advance for the 10-year, more permanent green card. And the questions they ask are just so transparent.
No, they asked some. I'm pretty sure they
Solid
asked some decent
questions.
questions
Right.
that were related to it, and then the lawyer was like, "Anything else?" And he goes, "Yeah, what if we get divorced?" You know?
Yeah.
And
He just
Chantel's
jumps
like,
right in.
"Why would you ask that?"
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Did she ask us if we had any questions?" And that's a question. Yeah. And it's like, no, you want to know what if.
Mm-hmm.
Which you shouldn't.
And then Chantel hits back with another question on her own. That's like, if we get divorced, do I have to support him? Which everyone knows that. That's the whole theme of the show. If Chantel would just watch the show, she would know the parameters of the... And then she asks another question to the lawyer, like, what if we have a prenup? And then the lawyer was like, you're an idiot. Those are 2 separate things that has nothing to do with immigration.
Yeah.
That's just divorce. And that just has to do with the assets mostly, I think.
Yeah.
But it just, like, it was my favorite part of the episode, I want to say. I think I'll say that and commit to that.
Okay.
Because they had, Chantel and Pedro had this, like, sidebar conversation Similar how they had it on the date with their friends, just like
Yeah.
ignoring everyone else in the room. Like there was
And they just
no
went
other
at it,
people.
yeah.
They just went at it or adding gasoline to their fight. And then Pedro was the only one who looked over at the lawyer and was like, "I'm sorry for this."
Yeah.
And then Chantel was just like, she had no awareness that like
No,
this was
she's
an
not.
inappropriate
She's
conversation.
not aware of what's around her.
Yeah. So that was a lot.
That was your favorite part?
And then I really liked it when she said, "I'll be damned if I pay for your ass after we're divorced." She said
Yeah.
it so intensely, like she had never emoted that much.
Yeah, she was like fighting all of her meds to sound like a person.
Yeah. Could be. Yeah, she could be on Adderall. That takes away your personality.
She sounds and acts like she is.
Maybe.
Like she's trying to have a personality, but it doesn't come as that. It comes out different. But yeah. So that's it for that, right?
Yep. And we still have, I think we have one more couple. No, two more couples.
Oh, wait.
What?
What's his name? Don Pedro.
Uh-huh.
This
Pepe.
is Pepe. He was saying how she holds it over his head that she brought him here,
Oh, yeah.
and he's always like I don't want to feel like that. That's why I want to go to DR and have a business so I can like make money or something like that.
Yeah. He feels like she controls
And like
him
I
with
can
that
I can
fact.
see that. I can see. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, I'll give him that.
That tracks.
But other than that, he's a scumbag, and I don't like him, and I'll fight him any day, anytime.
Okay. All right. So, fair enough.
I'll put him up.
Watch out, Pepe.
Yeah, I'll put him up for River too. I'll hit him once for River. Pow! For River.
Will you fight for the mom, too? Another one
I will
for the
fight
mom?
for the mom. Yes, absolutely. She's like, I love Debbie, but mom Chantel is like, like I will say this to her, Mama Chantel, if you're out there, if you're listening, mi baño es su baño.
Oh, that is the kindest thing you could say
Yeah.
to her. That would warm her heart.
Yeah, she will love her bathroom too.
Our bathroom is set up.
Yeah.
That
We
is
got
the
squatty
most
potty,
important thing to know about
a
us.
bidet, and
Aromatherapy
yes,
and a bamboo plant.
pretty dope. So yeah, that's all I really have on them. Now let's move on to like what I think is the most boring couple this week,
Okay.
which is Ross and Pau.
Oh, yeah. Snoozeville.
Yeah, that wasn't that exciting. It was like, oh, Pau, he wants to move. Ross wants to move back to Oklahoma, and she's like, no, I can't.
They haven't even gotten to that part yet.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he's about to say to her.
Right. We're anticipating it.
Which is like, all
and
right.
they've already talked about it.
Yeah. Well, like, here's the thing. She wants to stay in where are they? Miami? So she wants to stay there for, like, her modeling career. But, like, here's the thing. You're a mom. Your body's not what it was before. Unless you're doing, like, catalogs for, like, Old Navy, which I'm pretty sure you can do in Oklahoma. You don't need to go to Miami for it. Like, just go back to Oklahoma and live a really, really nice life.
I don't know about really, really nice. I
Did
think
you see their house before they moved?
Yeah.
It was a pretty good house.
They had blow up furniture. That was something I wanted to point out.
They're not
They had blow up
Lita
furniture.
and that other dumb.
No, I'll show you the picture. It was almost the exact same blow up couch. I swear to God. And it was like in season 1, granted, but it made me laugh so much because it reminded me of Leda and Eric's apartment. I died. And I wish like someone brought it up beforehand, which is why I'm glad we're doing a podcast now. If I had listened to podcast, maybe someone would have talked about it.
I never saw that. All I saw was like 2 really nice cars in the driveway, a very nice house, and just really nice things inside.
I don't remember, but
That was like that was Russ's
there's
house.
one picture of them on a blow-up couch.
Wow. All
Yeah.
right.
So I don't know how much better it is. But I'm saying
Maybe they
like
went to visit Eric.
she doesn't have any. Maybe very very true. But she doesn't have a support system really. Like I know Russ's family seems like a support system, but no one likes her. and she can't connect with anyone
Well,
except
that's-
this lady who she goes and gets her nails done with.
No, like that's crap. You have to adapt to where you are going to be.
I don't think she's that kind of person. I
I
don't
mean,
think she's that
You
easy.
have to be that kind of person.
You have to if you're
When
people
I moved
like
to
us
Tennessee,
and we're
I
adaptable.
adapted.
Hmm. But that's you.
I
That's not
adapted
someone
quick.
high maintenance. Like, what's her name? Like that lady,
Pao?
Pao is high maintenance. So I think she expects people to adapt to her.
Well, that's a terrible thing to expect.
Hmm.
I think you just need to adapt to life.
But that's why they're garbage people on TV.
I should be garbage. I want to be on TV so bad.
Oh, you will. You will.
Put me on TV, TLC. I want to be the host.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. You could be like the Bachelor guy.
No. I want to be the host of like the tell-alls.
Oh,
Because
instead
the
of that
lady
lady
that does it, it's
Yeah.
just a complete. She's chaos.
She's too nice to handle this.
She's not even nice. She's just like she's not there. Like I feel like if you're gonna have a host, you should have a host that knows the characters, knows the people, knows
Yeah.
their life stories. It's like a fan of the show. You shouldn't have some lady that is
True.
just there to collect a paycheck. She doesn't know what she's talking about half the time.
Yeah.
Remember we saw that commercial for the new 90 Day Fiance season coming up.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, oh no, it was the previous one, that tell all when she was talking like Darcy
Oh,
and
yeah,
everyone.
Darcy and that guy.
And she's like, let's talk to the foreigners or something like that.
Yeah.
Now
It
let's
was-
talk to the Americans.
It
like
was culturally insensitive the
she
way
was.
Yeah.
She was just awful.
Yeah. And I feel like she's not dominant to handle dominant enough and like doesn't have enough stage presence to
Right.
handle the biggest characters.
Like when Angela and Michael were fighting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Michael was like, Angela, it's my elder. And I respect her because she is my elder. And Angela was like, what the fuck, Michael? 'Cause she smokes and swears a lot, and she's from Texas. She's like, what the fuck, Michael? And then she took off the ring, and she like took off.
Yeah.
And that lady was just like,
What do I do?
what do I do? At that very moment, I would have been like, Michael,
Yeah.
what the hell happened, bro?
Explain yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and like, give
I
him a
know.
chance to. And instead, Michael was just on the TV, like,
It was a missed moment that she could have engaged with.
right, she could have done something else, but she's not. TLC, hire me.
I know. Get Miguel Perez.
Yes, get me. I can switch
He's not
things around.
expensive.
I'm
We can
not
say
expensive. You can just book my flight there and
Yeah.
my hotel, and I'll be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Ross and Pao.
Yeah. It was a boring episode, I think mostly because of it was all contingent, like the whole story was contingent on this party that Russ's mom, who's a very traditional lady, traditional American lady, was throwing for Pao. And Pao was not prepared for all the traditions. Like, Russ did not prepare her at all. That you have to be on time. You have to do all of these things. Like, one thing that really shocked me, a typical baby shower around here, is you, like, play some games, you eat some cutesy food, and then you open gifts, right? And then the party's basically over after that.
No,
What? A baby shower?
a baby shower is longer than that.
I don't think so. I think that's, like, basically the bones of it.
Well, yeah,
There may be like
yeah.
mingling in between, but those are like the high points of a typical American baby shower.
Okay.
And what's her name? Pao
Pao.
was
Paola.
Yeah, she said something that really struck me. That was like, why am I opening all these gifts in front of all these people? Like, that is so embarrassing to me.
Yeah.
Because that was like a big cultural difference. And it like really reminded me of like Americans are very consumer driven. Like, we want to like open things and like open products and show things off. And that's
Yeah.
to Pao, to someone from another country who aren't that like, materialistic. That's embarrassing. So she really wasn't prepared for that. So I think she's genuine about this whole thing. I think she's really just like a fish out of water. No one's helping her. And she, like, this is really Russ's job to kind of be the bridge. And he's not doing his job.
I can see that. All right. Yeah. all
That
right,
was a
I'm with
rant,
you.
but
I'm
yeah,
with you.
I'm feeling it for her.
I'm with you on that one. Oh, Jesus Christ. We've been going over an hour now.
Yeah, well, it was a long episode. We still have one
it
more
really
couple
was.
to talk about.
Yeah. Which one?
Ashley and Jay.
Ugh.
Yeah, two idiots again.
Okay, so they're not. It's not really that they're idiots. It's just more like she's older than him, and she expects him to say what she wants to hear, and he's too young and immature to express himself in a way that she can understand. So it's basically the same thing that's going on with Chantel and Pedro. It's like there's a language barrier, but this one is not like an actual language barrier. It's like an age barrier. He doesn't know how to express to her, and she doesn't know how to understand him.
He was
because of
literally
the age gap.
Yeah, he was literally playing with a squishy when we panned into him with the camera. He was playing with a squishy,
He's a
like one
kid.
of your 11-year-old cousins.
He's
or
a kid.
brother. Yeah.
He's a kid,
I know.
and that you took on that responsibility.
Yeah, she took on a third child.
Basically, yeah. Like, of course, things are going to be different, but, like, you need to, like, break him into it. That's a lot of thing that I've noticed in like, all the, every single person from the States that brings their spouse over here. They just expect them to, like, adapt, like, right away. It's like, no, you have to break him into what's about to happen. You can just expect them to just get it
Right.
from day one.
Yeah, you got to give them, like, the crib notes, and you got to...
Most of these people
help
met on
them.
vacation.
That's
So
true.
that's the only memories that they have of each other, like just being on vacation, being happy, worry free, and now you bring them into your world. It's kind of like dating in a way. When you're dating, everything's like nice, and like you go out and you have fun, and then at the end of the day, everybody goes back to the house.
Right.
And then when you move in together, it's like, oh shit, yeah.
You start eating leftovers and
Like
vacuuming.
we don't go out as much
I
as
know.
we used to.
It's true.
We just hang out here.
Yeah.
Like
that's very
reality
true.
set in, and we kind of got used to it, and that
Yeah.
was it.
We're all about saving money and
But they don't get used
staying
to it
home.
because they don't break him in.
True.
You
Yeah,
know,
they
you gotta
didn't
get
have-
them used to the idea of being in a relationship, and like now we're not on vacation anymore.
You can't do that in 90 days.
And you can't do that in 90 days. It's impossible.
90
But
Day
you
Fiancé.
have to make it happen.
That is a very good point.
Yeah.
And
maybe. I don't
the
know.
expectations are just all over the place for all of these
Right.
couples. But let me pose this question to you. David and Annie, age barrier, language barrier. Why are they successful?
Because they're the fucking best.
Yeah, they are the best.
That's why.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it helps if your husband is an English teacher. That must help.
He's not. He's a failed lawyer. But
No, but he's teaching English now at a
Oh yeah.
college.
Oh yeah. Right.
Yeah, and she was reading the English book. We're talking about the like the ride along series. What is it called?
What now?
What? Yeah, what now? But it had Pillow Talk, 90 Day Fiance. What now? Pillow Talk.
We
maybe.
love David and Annie. by
Yeah,
the
we're
way.
huge fans of
We
them from their storage facility. Like
From a
we're in
storage
our
facility.
storage
This
facility.
this is live from our storage facility. They have theirs, we have ours.
But they seem to make it work despite those two challenges.
Well, because she like actually likes him, and
they
she
have a lot
she's
of fun
committed.
together.
She's like, that's my husband, and I'm gonna stick with him. But even
She
every
does
once in a while,
flounder.
she gives him shit.
Yeah. And she does say, like, on, in her personal interviews, like, if this doesn't fix in a year, like, if nothing changes in a year, I might go back to Thailand.
And he makes it happen, and then they're happy.
Yeah, it gets
you know?
better.
I
He
like them. I like
delivers.
them the best. I think they're probably the best couple
I think so, too.
in the whole series of
Yeah.
90 Day Fiance.
It's true.
But yeah, Jane actually they basically actually went on a date with her ex-husband.
Yeah, she should know
Ex-boyfriend,
better
sorry.
than that if we're talking about how mature she
knew.
is.
She knew what she was doing.
She did, but, like, that's not the right thing to do. That's not nice on
it's
any level.
the right thing to downloading Tinder into your phone is not the right thing to do either.
True.
And she was just looking to get even. Mm-hmm. And she wanted to hear what Jay couldn't say come out of a more quote unquote mature man of her age. She
Right.
wanted to hear what Jay wanted to say, but she couldn't hear from him because he doesn't know how to say it. Because he's just not old enough, and he's not mature enough, and he doesn't have the experience. So she wanted to hear from this dumb idiot Mikey, who just went along just to be
Ex-boyfriend
used.
Mikey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
was
got
just being
used.
used.
I bet that's not the first time that she's used him before.
And you can totally tell that she dumped him.
Yeah.
Because he's
totally.
like,
Well, what did he
she's the
say?
one that got away.
What exactly did he say?
Oh, well, we have a clip right
Well,
now.
let's listen to it.
Let's listen to it.
I don't think Ashley makes the best decisions in her choice of man. She's only made one good choice with the relationship, and that was me.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a man that cried for months because one dumb blonde bimbo dumped him.
Mm-hmm.
That dude cried hard.
Yeah. He wants her back.
He does.
Yeah.
But he doesn't realize that
She's
just using him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he probably saw that message on his phone, and he was like,
excited.
"Oh my god!"
He put on his best polar fleece.
Right. Yeah, he was like, "I can't wait. We're gonna meet up. It's gonna be awesome." And she's just like, "Can you just tell me what my husband can't say because he's not old enough to fucking say it?" And he's like, "Yeah, you should leave him." And then he says, "You should leave him," and she goes, "Oh, yeah, I should."
Right.
But she just wanted to hear from somebody else, like a man of her age, say, "Leave him," so she can be like, "I'm not going to leave him."
Right.
But so she can do the opposite.
Ooh.
She just wants somebody to tell her no, so she can be like, "I'm going to do it."
Ooh, that's a hot take. Yeah.
That's what you wanted. That is exactly what you wanted.
Right.
And then she went home and she was like, "I was with Mikey."
Now she's going to prove everyone wrong.
Right. So she's just trying to get even with Jay. So even because now when they talked about it, she was smirking.
Mm-hmm.
She was like,
Yeah, she
I was
loved it.
Yeah, she was
With
she
her
was,
special hair.
right.
And her
She
Botox.
yes, she did everything. She did her hair. She got makeup on. She got a new outfit. She even said, "I want to look good."
It even looks like she lost weight for this occasion.
Yeah. And all just to get even with Jay, which is just goes to prove how psychotic women are.
Mm-hmm. Hey, just Ashley. But speaking of the end of their fight, how did the fight end? Do you remember?
Do you remember?
No, you shut up. No, you shut up. No, you shut up. That's how it ended.
Right, because
They're both
the argument's
idiots.
over because it's even. That's it. It's even. They should be able to move on from here
Maybe.
on. She
I
should
guess
be
we'll
able to
see.
be like, "Okay, I did this now, and you did that."
Yeah.
None of us had actual we didn't have any sexual relationships with other people.
Right. Well, she
Let's-
doesn't know that yet. That's the lead into the next episode.
I highly doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it too. I don't think there was enough time.
He already said it
Yeah.
plenty of times. It's like, I wasn't gonna do anything with them. I was just talking to him.
Yeah.
So he stuck to that story unless he's like a really good liar.
Mm-hmm. Could be.
Then I believe. But I don't know.
It's in his blood. He's a guy, right?
Yeah,
was
something like
the
that. I
thing.
think is what it's called.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, that leads me to my next question. So there's the tit for tat thing, that's going on with Jay and Ashley.
mm-hmm.
Would you rather me hook up with a local guy, a local ex, or would you want me to get together with someone new on Tinder?
I mean, you already have Bumble.
That's for friends. I sound just like Jay. Bumble friends and Bumble biz.
You Jay.
It's a Bumble community. It's not just Bumble. Look it up. It's Whitney Wolf Herd.
I don't need
and
to look it up.
Look it up. She's creating
I'm just gonna download it.
a women-based community. No, you can't download it because it's only
I'm gonna
one
use
thing
the
for men.
Snapchat filter, and then I want to download it.
What's the Snapchat filter?
The
Are you still
on?
on Snapchat?
So they can make you a woman or something like that.
Oh, that's where that app is coming from, or that
Yeah.
filter's coming from.
Yeah,
okay.
we should do it, by the way.
Yeah, someone just texted me. Show me your man face.
Yeah, was it
I
one of
didn't
your
know
Bumble
people's-
dates?
What?
Was it one of your Bumble dates?
No, it was Delilah.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Delilah.
All right. So, anyways, this two dum-dums, once they move past this and instead of saying you beat it, no, you beat it, no, you beat it, no, you beat it.
Right. Someone just go.
I think it falls on Ashley to do this because she's the adult.
Mm-hmm. I
To
agree.
be like, hey, listen, we did it. Now we know what it feels like. Now we're even.
Right.
We're good. Let's move on.
Oh, I thought you were talking about breaking up.
No. I think
think
I
they should
think
break
they
up.
shouldn't break up.
I think Jay should go home.
No.
Why?
I
What's
think
the
they're
point of
they're
this? He had a
fine with each
thriving
other.
tattoo business. He had a career.
But he can do that here.
I mean, can he though? He's not doing anything. He's bored.
But I mean, once it gets his papers.
We don't even see him drawing or like I don't get the sense that he has any artistic.
Well, of course they're not
thing.
gonna show him like drawing anything. They're gonna show him playing
TLC
video
would
games
show
and being a bum.
anything. I mean, I don't know how tattoo artists work exactly. Like, I know they start out with some kind of artistic talent, and then they're like, let's paint this on people permanently. But,
Maybe.
yeah. I don't know. It just seems strange. Why isn't he going to a tattoo parlor instead of the barber shop?
Because he doesn't need to get any more tattoos. He already spent a good amount of money.
Shouldn't he be networking?
Ashley's money.
Jay, call me for things to do when you get bored. I can come up with so many things for you.
Yeah, or just
A whole
download Bumble
list. No.
and then talk to Jenna.
No, I'm not even on it anymore. Kris Kardashian was on Bumble Biz, and I
don't
thought
know
I
who
would.
that is.
Kris Kardashian, the Kardashian matriarch.
Ugh.
You're pretending. She's an incredible business person. She's helped make nothing out of something. I mean, something out of nothing.
Yeah,
We can
all
get
her
into
daughters
this
are
later.
nothings.
Yeah, but they're $billion nothings.
Ugh,
Billion.
I hate 'em.
That is just
Hire me,
amazing.
TLC. But anyways, actually, Jay, once we move past that, they're gonna be fine.
yeah, probably.
That's like they can either be fine or they're gonna break up and then that's it.
Right. Two endings. It's
Yeah.
simple. A or B.
A or B? Which one's it gonna be?
I don't know.
So what'd you learn from this episode?
What
So
did
we can
you
get outta
learn?
here.
I don't know yet.
What did I learn? Don't fight with your teenage boyfriend, husband. Andre is aggressive and emotional, which is not a good mix. I also learned that Nicole is dumber than I thought she was. May still cool. That's it.
Well, I learned don't call the police if you're not actually in real danger.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good lesson. By the way, I thought somebody broke in last night.
What?
I thought somebody broke in.
What?
I thought somebody
Why are
broke
you?
in last night.
Why? That scares me.
Because that's what I was like awake the whole time because I was like,
Who
somebody just
broke
break
in?
I don't know.
I was up. I was getting up.
Yeah, it's probably you then. You broke in.
I didn't break in. I was already here.
Oh.
No, I couldn't sleep last night, so I was like getting up, and I like chose a few different places to sleep because you were snoring.
I'm sleeping on the couch tonight. I need
Why?
to sleep.
Okay.
Gonna be up early tomorrow. All right, this is something we could be just talking outside of
Right.
this.
There's a little insight into our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for listening live from our storage facility.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. That's all we have. But check us out next week.
Yeah, please check us out next week. We're gonna come out with a different
Well, a review on episode 4.
Oh yeah, but no, we're doing another one with Beth because she's coming. So we're doing a what now,
Right.
and then maybe we'll talk about look at Ha.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Maybe.
All right, let's close this out and say goodnight.
Good night. Thanks for listening.